Small firms play an important role in the economy, accounting for more than half of all jobs in the United States. And while there are numerous types of small businesses, each with its own set of obstacles and benefits, they all have one thing in common: the potential for large profits. Meanwhile, some small firms are more profitable by nature than others. This could be owing to low expenses and overhead, or the company charging a high price for its services or products. Still, no matter how profitable a business is, it might be difficult to get started. Any profitable business can be difficult to run. While starting a small business can be extremely satisfying in many ways, it requires a special type of person to run a small business successfully. It takes someone who is passionate about their profession and has the patience to deal with business challenges. Someone who is willing to work hard and frequently for long hours. As previously said, some small enterprises will be more profitable than others. On the other hand, you might decide to make less money and start a small business that brings you joy and fulfillment. Of course, if you're like most small business owners, you want to make a profit. If you want to manage your own business and are willing to put in the effort, consider the following most successful small business ideas. But before we get going, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more videos. Bookkeeping and tax preparation. Tax preparation and bookkeeping services have modest overheads because they do not require fancy facilities or pricey equipment. Furthermore, the normal rate for good tax preparers and bookkeepers is a respectable living wage. However, if you aren't excellent with numbers, preparing people's taxes and keeping their money up to date isn't the job for you. Catering Company. To start your own catering business, you don't need expensive, fancy kitchens or skilled chefs. You could also run your business from home, lowering your overhead. People and businesses are prepared to pay for great caterers, making this a profitable business for those who work hard and have a strong desire to succeed. Website development. Websites have evolved into the windows into every successful firm. As a result, good and imaginative website designers are still in high demand. Again, low costs and high rates make web design one of the most profitable businesses to run, assuming you have the necessary creative and technical skills. Business advisory. Many people desire more independence and flexibility in their life. Consider launching a consultancy firm if this is something that interests you. Business owners are almost always willing to spend in high-quality business consultants who can assist them in achieving their goals. They're also prepared to pay a premium for sound advice, which, when combined with little overhead, makes business consulting a viable venture. However, competent business advisors must have strong business acumen and knowledge, so this may not be the best prospect for everyone. Courier companies. Self-employed couriers have few expenses aside from a vehicle with enough insurance and staff to deliver the products. As a result, they are one of the more profitable business ideas on this list. Obtaining large contracts from major courier companies can be rewarding. However, in a competitive industry, landing lucrative contracts might be difficult. Services for mobile hairdressers. Granted, you can't charge a fortune to cut someone's hair, but it doesn't change the fact that good hairdressers are constantly in demand. Furthermore, aside from a good pair of scissors and some hair color, the costs of running a mobile hairdressing shop are surprisingly inexpensive, making mobile hairdressing a profitable business to run. Having said that, mobile hairdressers are not hard to come by, so you'll most likely need to invest some money marketing your services. Services for cleaning. All you need to start your own cleaning service is a vacuum, polish floor cleaner, and, preferably, a car. Despite the fact that millions of small firms are doing it, there is still a huge demand for this niche. After all, hectic lives and filthy environments aren't going away anytime soon, as far as we can tell. Cleaning can be a profitable small business to start because it has cheap expense and requires little training. So, why aren't more people doing this? Cleaning, on the other hand, might not be for you if you're seeking for a more creative approach to make a living that isn't messy. Tutoring online. You have a skill you can teach others if you are strong at arithmetic, a natural Spanish speaker, a decent guitarist, or something along those lines. Whatever your skill, tutoring online might be a rewarding side hustle for you. You can also earn a solid living while spending very little money. Depending on how much time you choose to devote to it, a tutoring small business might be your primary source of income or a supplement to your existing job. One of the major disadvantages of online tutoring, you to have a skill that others will want to learn. Brokering in real estate. Real estate profits continue to be high, and one of the most cost-effective methods to enter this business is to establish a real estate brokerage firm. Real estate brokers work as a go-between for sellers and buyers, and all you need to get started is a brokerage license. Having said that, considering the quantity of real estate brokers, finding your own clientele can be difficult. Design of a logo. Do you have an eye for a fantastic logo? If this is the case, you could be on your way to launching a firm where you can charge a reasonable fee while avoiding costly overhead. Because it is one of the most successful small businesses in the world, logo designing is a competitive industry. You'll have to come up with some unique and inspiring logos to remain at the top of your trade. Not glamorous is one of the most profitable small companies. There will always be a need for workers who can clean gutters, fix chimneys, or take out tenacious weeds. While the hourly fee for property maintenance may not make you wealthy, with cheap overhead and high demand, it can be a viable business. Services for technology repair. Do you have an eye for technology and how it works? If this is the case, starting your own technology repair business could put you in high demand as the world becomes more reliant on technology. Repairing people's beloved electronics can pay handsomely and be a profitable business with little overhead. Those who don't have an aptitude for technology will naturally avoid it. IT assistance. As we become more reliant on IT to run businesses and go about our daily lives, professionals who provide IT assistance and support are in high demand. Exceptional IT assistance technicians can charge a reasonable fee for their services and do not need a lot of overhead or equipment to run their enterprises. However, IT support is a cutthroat business, so you'll need to efficiently market your services to get notice. Coffee shop online. The internet coffee industry is flourishing, and with a small investment, you could open your own online coffee store selling high-quality, freshly roasted beans. Furthermore, customers believe that coffee purchased from a small business is of higher quality than coffee purchased from a larger corporation. While the initial investment is significant, after you are up and running, your expenses will be minimal because you will not be paying for an expensive storefront or office space. Furthermore, with so many individuals searching for an online coffee shop these days, it won't be long before your business takes off. Farming with aquaponics. Aquaponic farming is becoming increasingly popular as food sustainability becomes more of a concern. In a nutshell, farmers use fish waste as fertilizer for plants, which then filter the water for the fish in order to create organic fruits and vegetables without needing chemicals or pesticides. Aquaponic farming is still in its early stages, so there is plenty of space for expansion, and those that enter this field now could be at the forefront of this new trend. Aquaponics farms require little area to operate, making them an excellent choice for people looking to establish their own small business. Freelance writing. Thanks to the internet, freelance writing has become a viable career option for many people. If you're a talented writer with a knack for SEO and know how to market yourself, freelancing can be an extremely profitable way to make money from home. And the great thing about freelance writing is that you can work on a variety of projects simultaneously, giving you the freedom to make your own hours. Services for marketing, businesses, and organizations will always want a good marketing staff to help them raise brand awareness and achieve their goals. Marketing agencies might charge a lot for their services, but with advancements in remote technology and the internet, marketing activities can be done remotely, keeping initial expenses low and revenues high. Still, it should be noted that marketing firms are highly competitive, and in order to be successful, you must demonstrate your ability to deliver results. Personal development. Those who desire to be fitter, smaller, and healthier ensure that personal trainers will always be in high demand, PTs. Earning a personal training qualification is not prohibitively expensive, and once you're officially qualified, you can provide your PT services. Personal training is a profitable and in-demand business because the startup and overhead costs are inexpensive. Building a client network in a competitive climate is one of the most difficult problems for person trainer. Plantation of trees, nonprofit small companies will not make you wealthy. In fact, they exist to help people rather than to gain money. However, there are other forms of wealth than cash, and the correct nonprofit organization can provide you with a sense of contentment and fulfillment that is priceless. If you have a green thumb, tree plantation may be a good side business for you. Tree planting is a high-demand industry, and it is perhaps one of the most logical nonprofit small business ideas today. It has reduced overhead expenses because you don't have to buy or maintain expensive equipment. Oh, and you also pay the planet with extra oxygen. Animal shelters, food banks, and non-alcoholic clubs are some other small company nonprofit ideas. The food truck, quality food and drink will always be in demand, but with hefty overhead costs, running a restaurant isn't always as profitable as you may assume. Food truck service, on the other hand, has far lower expenses and can be one of the most profitable small companies you can start. The disadvantage is that you must work out of a van day in and day out slinging hash, which isn't everyone's idea of a rewarding job. Legal assistance. Quality legal advice and support come at a cost. Therefore, individuals with legal knowledge may charge a premium for their services, making it one of the most successful small businesses on this list. Having saying that, becoming qualified to give legal advice takes time and money, and the amount of training and education required to be able to offer legal services can put many people off. Delivery services. Have a van and some free time. You've already planned out your business. Helping clients move and deliver stuff in your van can be an excellent way to generate money with almost no expenses other than keeping your van roadworthy. What's the catch? Because there is a lot of competition, make your delivery services stand out. Although gardeners need a variety of tools, the overhead is relatively cheap, making gardening a successful business. However, to ensure that you receive the job, you may need to invest some money advertising your services. Whatever profitable business you decide to start, make sure it is one that you believe can solve a specific problem. Gardening. Gardening is another profitable business concept. Furthermore, people adore their gardens, therefore good gardeners will always be in high demand. Growing plants is a healthy and enjoyable job, but it takes a certain amount of imagination to start and run a successful business. So what are the most profitable small businesses? Actually, there is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question, as the most profitable small businesses vary depending on the industry. However, a few profitable businesses on this list make the cut for bettering your bottom line significantly, including property management, personal training, food trucking, and legal services. So there you have it. These are just some of the most profitable small business ventures that can be started with little overhead and without having to break the bank. If any of these businesses appeal to you, don't wait around. Get out there and start building your empire today.